Mrs. Kurtz, Mr. Zamero, Mrs. O'Grady, administration, faculty, families, and most importantly, my fellow graduates, the class of 2022. I think I can speak for my peers when I say that this is such a momentous occasion for all of us. Following this ceremony, we will move forward and embark on the next great chapter of our lives. When I was given the opportunity to write a speech for graduation, I have to admit that I struggled with what I was going to say. Standing on the stage in front of the Archbishop Wood community is an honor that I had never imagined, because for the first 3 years of high school, I was a student at Bishop McDevitt. Transferring to a new school your senior year is extremely daunting. I think I speak for most of us when I say one of the best parts of being a senior is getting to own the school. In my case, however, that concept seemed impossible. At the start of the school year, I didn't even know the difference between the north and the south side, or even that there was a north and south side. I was really lost. But that's the amazing thing about being raised as a Catholic. You learn about faith. You also learn about helping one another through the difficult times. As you can probably imagine, I wasn't thrilled that the decision to close Bishop McDevitt was made during my junior year. I kept thinking, can't it stay open just one more year? Although the closing of Bishop McDevitt broke my heart, being accepted as part of the Archbishop Wood community has renewed my faith in the strength of the Catholic community. Being Catholic means that we value acceptance. Immediately upon my transfer to Wood, I was welcomed by everyone that I met. Before the school year even started, I was embraced by student council and athletes helping athletes. Throughout the year, participation in sports and theater reinforced that feeling of inclusivity. I've seen how coming together has made our community stronger. Through reliance on our Catholic faith, we were able to create something special out of a difficult situation. By working together, we were able to unify students from 2 separate schools and make them into one community. As we move on from high school, we can use the lessons that we have learned in this past year to make positive changes in the world. Even though we come from different places, we've learned that we are better together. I want to end my speech by telling you a story. If you're a Wood student, you are sure to know our disciplinarian, Mr. Mencken. When I was getting my parking pass in the summer, many of us from Bishop McDevitt were still struggling with the closure of our school and finding our new identity at Wood. Mr. Mencken and I had a conversation that resonated with me throughout the year. He began by talking to me about former Philadelphia Eagles player, Brian Dawkins. Now, we probably didn't know this, but I am a huge Philadelphia sports fan. So let's just say I paid attention to every word. He told me that even though Dawkins spent his final years of his career in Denver, he always considered himself a Philadelphia Eagle. Even when moving to a new city, or a new school in my case, he still kept his identity. After a conversation, I immediately thought about another Philadelphia sports legend. Roy Halladay had a 16-year baseball career. Of those years, he only spent 4 of them with the Phillies. Although he was a Blue Jay for the majority of his career, he requested that he be inducted into the Hall of Fame with both teams represented on his plaque. His wife said that although Halladay had spent far less time with the Phillies than he did with the Blue Jays, he considered himself an integral part of both organizations and loved his time spent with both of them equally. He wished to be remembered for his contributions to both teams. Just like Halladay, I've spent most of my high school career at Bishop McDevitt and only a small portion of it at Archbishop Wood, but I consider myself an integral member of both communities. I'm grateful for my time spent at both schools, and I cherish every single friendship that I have formed both this year and in my prior 3 years. For a year that started with so much sadness and doubt, has turned into an amazing experience that I will remember and treasure forever. That That being said, I am proud to call myself both a Viking